Well, in a nutshell, Newsom's role as an official campaign surrogate is to publicly advocate for President Biden. Many Democrats say Newsom is the perfect guy for that role, while many Republicans argue it's a slap in the face to the people of California. California's 40th governor playing a major role supporting America's 46th president. Governor Gavin Newsom is in Georgia to attend the first presidential debate of the season between President Joe Biden and his opponent, former President Donald J. Trump. In a campaign email, Newsom wrote this: "I'll be in Atlanta supporting President Joe Biden. I hope you'll join me with your support as well." Specifically, Newsom is there as a Biden campaign surrogate, meaning he'll advocate for Biden on social media and in traditional media in the spin room before and after the debate. He did just that last September at the GOP primary presidential debate at the Reagan Library in Simi Valley.
I do think Governor Newsom is an excellent surrogate for President Biden.
Mike Trujillo is a Democratic strategist. He says Newsom's energy and enthusiasm for Biden make him a solid choice.
Governor Newsom's one of the top folks across the country that are able to deliver the sort of focusedness and sort of focus in on what President Biden and what he's trying to tell the American people tonight about the economy, about the affordability crisis we all live in, and about how President Biden's delivering for every American in every corner of our country every single night.
What was your reaction when you heard that he's going to Georgia for this debate?
What a slap in the face to Californians.
California Republican Party Chair Jessica Milan Patterson believes Newsom's decision to attend the debate is a bad look. She says he should stay here and send this message to the people of California.
This is what we should be hearing from our governor. The many problems that we have here in California and how you're going to fix them. Instead, he chooses to continue to run his shadow presidential campaign when the Californians that he was elected to serve get the short end of the stick.
But political analyst Matt Klink, who describes himself as a moderate Republican, says he understands why Biden wants Newsom there.
He's quick-witted, he's got a quick tongue, and he's a very effective communicator. You know, all things that Joe Biden at this point in his career lacks. So expect to see Gavin Newsom on the national stage, not only for Joe Biden in 2024, but also as an audition for 2028 to see if he can withstand the heat of a national campaign.
And when Newsom returns to California, it's back to state business for him. He must sign the state budget by July 1st. Reporting at the state capitol, Eitan Wallace, KTLA 5 News.